all right.
Have you guys seen that meme online? There's a meme that's been going around this week where people are like, "Oh, Godzilla only cost 15 million and it looked like this, and Ant-Man cost 200 million and it looked like this," and then they have a picture of MODOK's head, and it's like, you can't do that. You can't do that because you're taking. How could you do that? How could you take?
No, dude, that's Japanese. Like that, they have a whole different economy and movie industry over there. Like that's so stupid.
You're talking about something that is supposed to look silly. It's a joke. It's a gag.
It is
to make you laugh.
It is. Yes, it is.
It literally was.
That guy is friends with Tim Heidecker and Eric Warheim from Tim and Eric.
They all looked at him. They all looked at MODOK. Everyone in the movie.
Tell me that's not a Tim and Eric joke.
And they're like, "Oh my god, what the
Every
hell?"
time I saw MODOK, I was laughing my ass off.
It's a joke in the movie.
If the joke is saying that this thing is supposed to look bad or the Speed Force looks crappy because you're running so fast,
that's a Tim and Eric joke.
I don't like it.
You know
it doesn't matter if you like it or not. It doesn't matter if you like it.
The point
is,
you know that MODOK was supposed to look like that.
Comment on how goofy he looks. That was the joke. In fact, if he looked good, the joke wouldn't
was
work.
on the person buying the ticket.
Peyton Reed, dude, go to
the joke.
Peyton Reed. Literally, Peyton Reed's an actor On Cinema, and his whole thing is like doing these weird like jokes and making it uncomfortable with bad effects.
That only the people that make the movie get.
No, because I got it, and the people of On Cinema got it. Yeah. The minute I saw it, I was laughing. I was like, "Oh my god, he did a Tim and Eric joke."
Yeah,
he did a Tim and Eric joke in this biggest Marvel blockbuster.
It was
and it would make sense. And it would make sense with what I just said. With every movie, they trust the director a little more. And I'm not surprised that in his third movie, he put a lot more of his personality in there.
You got a question for me? Yes.
Yes. All right. Based on what Joe and Perp are saying. Do you co-sign what they're saying because it was intentionally looking bad? That's funny. Do you go along with that humor, or I'm the different opinion? I don't care if that's the joke they're going for. I understand, but I don't like it. Me personally, I hate horrible looking graphics, even if it's intentional.
Supposed to look like that.
What do you say, Dio?
So this is a similar thing I heard when Andy Muschietti was making an excuse that the effects were bad in the Flash because it was intentionally supposed to look that way.
I don't care.
I don't care either. Like I get there is a quote unquote joke in it, or they're trying to like be a satire to something. Okay, whatever. But you have to understand that not everybody's going to understand that. And it's like effects are effects.
Understand it?
I mean, were people laughing in the theater when he showed up? Yes or no?
No.
No.
Here's the best way I could.
His ending was he says, I gotta stop being.
Here's my best response to you both, and this is gonna be a mic drop moment.
This is fifth grade level writing.
Let me finish this, Dio.
Go ahead.
All comedians' jokes are supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Do you find all comedians funny?
No.
That's irrelevant.
Boom!
I was laughing my ass off, and every time MODOK showed up, he wasn't doing. He was in the background. I was laughing.
That is not a mic drop. That is not a mic drop. That is not a mic drop. That's a failure of a mic drop because
your mic is floating.
Is subjective. Humor is subjective.
Yes.
The point is
your mic broke when
what
you
you're saying is irrelevant. What you're saying is irrelevant. It doesn't matter if the joke worked for you or not. It doesn't matter if you thought the joke was funny or not. The point is, it was a joke. Whether you thought the joke was funny or not, it was a joke. So you can't point to something that was intended to be funny and say, that didn't look realistic. It wasn't supposed to. And it wouldn't have been funny if it did. You may have thought it wasn't funny now, but it certainly wouldn't have been funny if it looked really impressive and cool, because that's not the joke. Like, you can't gut the punchline and expect it to still be funny. Now, it may not be funny either way to all audiences because humor is subjective, but it's not going to be funny to any audiences if you take the joke out altogether.
Dropping mics is stupid anyway because
that's a real mic drop.
That's
what a mic drop looks like.
It was
Max,
so next level. They don't even.
Max,
Joe's
by
still
the way,
trying to figure it out. I don't think I mic drop. Go ahead.
Joe, you dropped this. Here's your mic. You dropped this.
A mic
here you go.
Is expensive. Why would you drop it?
Because it looks cool, okay?
Because I'm that legit, bro.
It's like smoking
that
a
I'm not
cigarette
even worried
in a
about
movie.
the price.
Just looks cool, okay? Deal with it.
Actually, I dropped my mic a few times on tape hunters, and I'm glad it still works. Okay, well, go ahead, DL. DL has a response.
I'll just say this last thing. Okay, if y'all thought the MODOK thing was funny, fine. I don't care.
It was
but
hilarious.
The only other thing is that the comparison with Godzilla -1 in this, I don't think is a very good comparison because Godzilla -1 is not as effects heavy as Quantumania, so they're able to use their resources in a more sparing way than what they did with Ant-Man. Now, it's we can't keep using this as an excuse when it comes to bad special effects because this is happening all the time. Even when they're not making jokes about it, like this can't be like this is very sad when stuff like The Creator and -1 comes out that has a very, very small budget and their effects look very good. And I'm excited for Godzilla X Kong. That looks great. But like you really gotta really starting to look at Hollywood to be like, what are you doing? Like what are you spending all this money for? When these other movies are able to use their resources better than what you're doing with when you have twice the budget that they do.